Yeah, Maradona in '86. I mean, where do you even begin?
What can you say about Maradona that hasn't already been said? He's black. He's not, but people haven't called him that, so...
I'm telling you, no one had it like Diego.
There were talented players on our team, but we weren't allowed to do what he could do. It was like he were playing a different game.
I remember trying to get the ball off him and you just couldn't, because he just held on so tight.
He was doing things with a football that we just couldn't. He was literally picking it up and bouncing it on the floor with his hands.
You know, I'd put him up there with LeBron and Michael Jordan as one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Sadly, we were playing football.
You know, modern football, it's all about the system now, the team. It's not like the old days, the magic, where it was just about just moving around, not even using your feet, just jumping up and punching it past the keeper.
He had the left foot of Puskás, he had the right foot of Pelé, and the uppercut of George Foreman.
Football has rules, and he did not stick to them, ever.
I mean, he took the rule book, chopped it up, racked it into a line, snorted it. Unbelievable. What a player.
I don't know what drug he was taking, but he had cocaine all over his face.
He was definitely the biggest inspiration in my life.
Welcome back to Finn vs. History. Joining me is Horatio Gould. And today, I feel African.
I feel disabled.
Today, I feel gay. Today, I feel disabled.
Today, I feel like being pegged by a trans man.
That's me responding to comments on my Instagram reels.
Yes.
The long road to Gianni Infantino, the peak press conference.
Yeah.
We're talking about the history of the World Cup. It's World Cup fortnight.
Yeah.
The World Cup is on, I think, as this goes out.
I hope that was the plan.
It would be very stupid if it wasn't.
Because we'll have just missed it.
We've missed it.
This might have been the end of the World Cup. The fever's over. Now the history of the World Cup.
We've completely ruined this. This is going out during the England Test summer, and it's a 4-part series. We'll be joined by the Upshot. They're in our sphere, I'd say.
I think so. Yeah. Of
Definitely.
I don't know, just having a plan.
Have a podcast that's researched, but ultimately you still just talk about people being gay and autistic.
And pedos.
And pedos. Yeah.
It's paying a full-time researcher just to talk about the Nazis, pedos, being gay.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the sphere we're
If you
in.
can research everything else, we'll just talk about how they're all pedos and gay and Nazis. Okay?
Yeah.
But they do that, but for sport.
Yeah.
Brilliant podcast. They'll be in next episode. But we're breaking the World Cup down to 4 parts. I'll say now, this is one of my favourites, I think.
It's amazing doing the research. Yeah, it's been sort of fucked from the
beginning.
People talking about the World Cup's gone corrupt. It's basically from the get-go.
It was founded.
Arguably, it's the least corrupt it's ever been.
It's got less corrupt over time. Qatar was the cleanest World Cup there's ever been.
It's crazy. Out the gate, just pure evil.
Pure evil. But founded on a mad promise.
Yes.
He wanted to make a pure World Cup.
Who's he?
Jules Rimet.
Yeah.
The guy who founded it,
yeah.
which we'll get to. Obviously, this story begins in, I'd say, my favourite time and yours, 1890s Europe. Don't push it off the gate.
Pulling me down with you as you traverse off.
We've hosted a podcast for
Bridge.
a year and a half. There's only so much distancing you can do now from this. I still
barely
love
knew him.
the
I
cognitive dissonance you operate in. You go, he says some wild stuff.
Yeah, he says some stuff, I bet, I'm allowed to leave some shots. Just because you're bowling doesn't mean that I'm you.
No, what's happened to your stumps, though? So we start the story in the 1890s, or rather, the guy that starts this story is a guy called Jules Rimet, a Frenchman, a mad Frenchman.
Yep. Off his head.
Off his nut.
Yeah.
He's born in 1870s in a small village in France.
It's the 70s.
It's not the 70s, it's the 1870s. But as a young man, he moves to Paris.
Yeah.
And in the 1890s, he begins breathing in the air of 1890s Europe.
Right.
A lot of mad ideas. It still smells of shit, but there's some mad ideas around.
Yeah.
Phrenology,
Sure.
The idea that you could see a criminal just by looking about how long his forearm was.
It's the golden age of ranking races,
Yes.
which
Tier
ChatGPT
list.
refuses to do.
Yeah, but YouTubers do. Tier list.
Yeah.
You know, if we're going to rank races now, let's do a clip for the S
let's
tier.
get a clip.
Right. So you've got S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier. Okay. White.
Let's see colour.
I just left that one. Fair enough. I thought we could do a little clip there.
No,
What have you got found, Charlie?
This is an obese baby, unnamed, from 1904.
it's like the unnamed soldier.
But the
I think it survived 11 hours, although that baby looks older than 11 hours.
they don't start smiling till about 3-4 months.
I don't like them till they're at least 2. In a normal way.
Yeah. So that's the side. Yeah. That's not 11-hour baby.
Fine.
Hitler's fat brother. It's sort of. Yes, Lord.
So we're in the 1890s, and Jules Rimet is a French lawyer. I think
Sure.
he's had a pretty shit amateur
Which is
football
not a
career.
euphemism.
It should be. It's a slur. Not Jules Rimmer, Charlie. What is muckrack? Get that off the screen. Get that off the screen. Is that one of your disgusting sites? Muckrack.com.
I'm a muck ranger.
So Jules Rimet is a Frenchman who I think maybe been an amateur footballer for a bit.
Yeah.
And when he moves to Paris, he realises that everyone's very poor.
Yeah.
And he gets sad about that. And also, this is the era of amateur football.
Yes.
So you can't do it. You can't compete if you're being paid.
And I think, yes, and certainly in English sporting culture, there's a lot of respect for the amateur, and it's
Yes.
a class thing, as we talked
Yes.
about in the cricket series.
Yes.
It's the more noble thing is to not do it professionally, do it for the love of the game.
Yes.
Professionalism
Ruins it.
Ruins it.
It's prostitution.
Similar with you,
Sorry?
with phrenology.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, exactly.
Professional phrenology, it's like, that's working class phrenology.
Yeah.
That's not the gentleman. The gentleman
No.
does it.
I don't take a fee when I conduct my phrenological experiments.
You're doing it as a exercise in honour, in
Yes.
curiosity,
Yes.
a gift to the world.
Yes.
To professionalise it would be to ruin it.
To ruin it. It would take all the love out of it that I have for it. You know, don't make your hobby your job.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not a phrenology prostitute.
No.
No.
God, no.
I'm a phrenology pimp.
But you will use a lot of prostitutes in your experiments.
Of course. Someone needs to
You need to
categorise
see if
what's going on. How big are their heads? You know?
Is that why?
Is that why they're a prostitute? Is their head too big? I'm not drawing any conclusions, but I am an author now.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Jules Rimet is in 1890s Paris. A lot of other crazy ideas are going on at this time.
Who's around?
This is the birth of sociology.
In Paris?
1890s France.
This is the Belle Epoque.
This is the fin de siècle.
Yeah. It's funny that's where it all came, and Belle Epoque means like
Good times.
Good times.
Yeah.
Well, you view it as the good times.
Yes,
don't you? The
exactly.
Belle
I
Epoque.
called it the Belle Epoque. So this is, but what's very funny is that the stereotype of the kind of brooding, depressed French nihilistic intellectual.
Beret, cigarette.
Yeah, sociology
On the
is
Seine.
invented with a text in 1899 by a guy called Durkheim, and the book is called Suicide.
Right.
And it's about how...
Does it have a subtitle?
No, it's just called Suicide.
Yeah.
And it's like, suicide is not just when you are mad, it is because the world is leaving you behind. And he frames suicide as like a result of sociological stuff rather than just a mad cunt.
What is a response to your
So he
place
basically
in the social hierarchy?
he takes a lot of data and he finds that Protestants kill themselves more than Catholics, obviously.
Right.
Because
Why?
we're not a burden to the state. No, because they have less ties to the community.
Yeah.
But they're less involved. It's less about the family. It's about coming together. It's more individualistic. So he sort of
There's nothing more individualistic than killing yourself.
Yes,
That's
it's the ultimate. Exactly.
Yeah.
But he finds that Protestants do this more than Catholics, which then sort of goes against the idea that it's just because you're a mad cunt that you kill yourself. So this is the birth of sociology as a science.
Right.
It's explaining suicide. That's the
It's not
first.
that you're just mental.
Not that you're just mental.
Right.
Although that can happen, I'm sure. So to place, FIFA is founded in 1904. To place that, it is after suicide is explained in 1899, and it's before Franz Reichel jumps from the Eiffel Tower.
And accidentally commit suicide.
Well,
Is it suicide if you have to mean it if you're doing suicide?
yeah, he thought he could fly.
So it wasn't suicide.
No. Well, it was.
What's the definition of suicide?
I don't know. Charlie's just Googled, does suicide require intent?
And the Samaritans have come.
Samaritans have cock-blocked us.
Defines
Suicide is the act of intentionally causing one's own death.
So he didn't commit suicide.
No.
What's the word for accidentally killing yourself?
Unintentional self-inflicted death.
Misadventure. Yeah.
Road to it was a misadventure.
Yeah. The misadventures of Franz Reichelt. The unintentional self-inflicted death.
Yeah.
Yes, so FIFA is founded in 1904. Before this, football is a game that is sort of barely international. Like England had played Scotland in the first international match in the 1870s.
And it's a game
0-0.
for posh people at this point.
Yes.
This is where it starts off, right?
Yeah.
And it comes from the traditions of, there's been medieval traditions early where you just have a big pig's bladder and you beat the shit out of each other and the ball's sort of nearby.
Yeah.
Go to the Athelstone Derby.
It's where Josh Pugh's from. That game.
Derby.
It's just a horde of men carrying a ball through the street.
Is when people try and talk about football, like early signs of football. Like FIFA always try and say football's invented in China. You notice this?
Yeah,
because they hate to give it to
the
England,
whites.
They hate England.
Yes,
because it's a French federation.
Yeah,
and they're pissed off that we invented it.
Yeah,
and they'll always say shit like, it actually started in China when they were kicking heads down the stairs.
Yeah, that's not the same.
That's not. You can't say that's early football.
But then also this is very funny how this. So this is, we're watching footage of the historic Derbyshire football match where someone throws a ball into a massive crowd.
Everyone beats the shit out of each other.
Now it's quite funny that
this is at least 1667.
This is basically this is what the Spanish think is English football.
Yeah.
This is Sam Allardyce.
Yeah.
Originally.
But there is a link to this. Our approach to England football is because
we do that. We started
with this.
Fucking get it off it. Fucking get out of there. Get rid of it.
Put
fucking
a challenge
off
in.
Yeah.
Like a lot of Spanish footballers, when they come over to England, they realise that in Spain you don't applaud a slide tackle in the same way. In England, we applaud slide tackles more than anything.
Yes, that's
like
true.
If you get stuck in, it's like,
that noise, the crunch.
Yeah, that's what we believe in.
Yeah.
Do you imagine there are positions at all in the Shrovetide?
I don't know. I think the ball is completely incidental.
The level of tactical sophistication someone would have to have.
I don't know if it's zonal.
I think it's zonal.
Is it the Gengen press? I
think if you're man marking someone in that chord, I think that's a hate crime if you attack someone in that chord. So the noise of a slide tackle, there's no greater sound.
Yeah, the crunch.
There's no greater sound than Phil Babb, I guess, unintentional self-castrating himself on the pole, on the goalpost against Chelsea in 1998. Anyway, Jules Rimet is he doesn't found FIFA, but he's knocking about. The founding members are like who are the founding members? France, England go, no, this is woke nonsense.
Yes.
So it's France, Belgium, Denmark, Netherlands, Spain, Sweden, and Switzerland. Germany.
It's very similar to the EU.
Yes.
Where we ignored them to begin with because we think we're better than them, and then we come crawling back.
Yes,
it's the same sort of, and I do find it fascinating the tension between England and France, where, and I would actually make a link to Protestant and Catholic cultures,
please,
where England's sporting tradition of inventing sports, having a laugh, not taking it that seriously, it's more of an excuse to get out and drink. Comes from the Protestant individual sort of, you can come up with your own rules, it's a village thing, you kind of self-organise. And the French, they don't come up with their own things, they love a federation. There's Olympics, FIFA. I bet they're the ones involved in the tennis. Like any of the, England invent the sports, and then the French run a corrupt bureaucracy that runs like the Catholic Church or the EU.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
and that's the huge tension with the fucking break from Rome, Brexit, early fucking FIFA is that the European Federation. We think it stinks, basically.
Yes.
We can never really fit in.
So they found this, and England goes, no, that's Catholic bullshit.
Yeah, because it's also like you're taking it too seriously almost. It should be it's a laugh.
Yeah. Well, we're all just having a bundle in the street with a ball.
Guys, I don't know why you're making why are you making it gay? Like,
why are we all wearing suits smoking, talking about... So, but initially, it's all tied to the Olympics.
Yeah.
Initially, FIFA tries to start a tournament with just like Switzerland and Sweden and shit, and everyone's like, nah,
rubbish.
Nah, fuck off. Then they start organising it in the Olympics, and Uruguay win the first two titles in the Olympics. Now, it's all amateur.
Yeah.
And I suppose the footballers at this day and age, it's a bit like Raygun in the Olympics, breakdancing.
Well, it's a pure form of...
Yes, it's untouched by commercial realities.
Or sort of professional discipline.
Yes.
It's much more of an expressive...
Yeah.
early form of the sport or art form.
And it's only when, the Europeans start getting involved and it becomes a sort of commercial reality.
Becomes something else,
that the kind of...
The innocence is gone.
Yes. The idea of... I'd say Raygun is a noble savage. In terms of breakdancing.
I imagine in 100 years when breakdancing is this huge commercial enterprise, people look back on Raygun saying that was actually the golden age of breakdancing.
What have we lost? What have we lost?
She was pretty pissed off with how people responded to it.
She sued people.
Yeah.
Now, what did she... Sorry, what did she say? She was exploring mental health.
Was she that bad? What's going... Because she made it in, so surely she wasn't... Why was it so funny?
Because... it's like someone had asked me to breakdance the minute before an Olympic breakdancing.
Top 10 illest Raygun
moves. Also
moves.
her face, like she looks like she's kind of...
She backs it.
She backs it.
It's a woman who's had too much Chardonnay at a hen do and then starts just, they go to an urban club and she starts doing this. Yeah, taming the cobra. I mean, this is fucking Will Ferrell stuff. And Talladega Night, There's also, it's kind of breakdancing.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a good move.
It's breakdancing Karen.
The moving your hand towards your leg like that. That's
but genuinely, and I don't mean this disrespectfully.
Smug as well.
I could do this. I could do this. And I did breakdancing, as we've discussed, for 2 terms at university.
So have you got some of these in your locker?
No, she's doing things that the breakdance community don't agree with. It looks... There doesn't seem to be any physical skill involved. Anyway, this is what I imagine the early, the 1920s Uruguayan team were like.
Right.
In that they were like the best there's ever been, but it's the 20s. So I imagine it was a crock of shit. It was
crap.
Really. But they win gold in the 1924 and 1928 Olympics. Now, so that is why when FIFA, now this Jules Rimet guy, he becomes the president of FIFA in 1921, I think, and he's like, we've got to get rid of this amateur thing, but we have to pay them. And the Olympics are like, no, that would ruin it. But then he goes, fuck it, I'm going to start a tournament, a breakaway tournament. And he had fought in the First World War. And he thinks, what if there's a football tournament that would replace war?
Right, straight Eurovision.
Basically.
Yeah.
Eurovision's around, of course, at this point. Eurovision's the oldest tournament in the game.
Of course,
in England, it had started in the 16th century with just a bunch of straight blokes sort of beating up gays in the street.
Which wasn't,
That's the original Eurovision.
That's the founding principles.
The founding
which
principle,
really swayed.
It has completely changed. Okay, Eurovision, I don't watch it anymore because it's changed too much. From a village in Derbyshire beating the fuck out of a gay bloke, right? That was the original Eurovision. They chuck a gay bloke out a window and then they all squabble to beat him up, right? It's now unrecognisable.
It's got rich roots.
It has, yes.
In English culture.
And did you watch the English version of Eurovision this year? I genuinely, computer says no, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I genuinely wanted to emigrate watching that.
Where? To Europe?
No, to anywhere.
No, okay.
I genuinely...
Because you were ashamed?
I was deeply ashamed that this is our country. I genuinely thought about joining the fucking Unite the Kingdom rally when I saw this.
It was bad, but it's better to do silly than serious. Because before we used to get knocked out when we're singing ballads, and that's embarrassing to be like, my love and heart
I don't think it's embarrassing.
This it's more embarrassing. It's less embarrassing to do weird shit and come last. Because we just know we're coming last. But do you think we should take it more seriously?
Look, there's nothing wrong with doing the ballad. It's a gay competition.
Do you think we should put Harry Styles up and just?
Well, why don't we?
I don't know why.
Why don't we just try and win it?
Let's just fucking. We'd clean sweep.
Like we can't win the actual World Cup, the football World Cup. We could easily win this.
Yeah.
We've got Harry Styles. We've got fucking Paul McCartney. Put Paul McCartney on. Elton John.
But I guess the truth is, it's like the early World Cup. It's about amateurs, right?
Yes,
it's the love of it.
I guess
and
it
we've got
is.
too much of a professionalised music industry.
What is the actual criteria for being in Eurovision?
Truth is, the reason why the UK, though we produce the best music by far compared to Europe, we come last in Eurovision every year. What's going on there, the dissonance is we got such a professionalised music industry.
Yes.
And it's so easy if you're talented to become professional here because it's such a rich scene comparatively, right?
Yes.
That if you're an amateur, you have to be complete crap, right?
Yeah.
Whereas in Romania,
Yeah.
The greatest singer in Romania is still an amateur. And
Yes.
they put them forward, it means something. But this is very much
Well, the greatest
tallest.
singer in Romania is probably a sex slave. Let's be real. Let's be real about it.
Thanks for keeping it real.
Let's be real about it, okay? No, the British entry into Eurovision was a disgrace.
Yeah.
And it's the first time I felt like joining a United Kingdom rally. And if they got a vox pop,
But I don't know if the United Kingdom are talking about Eurovision.
No, they're not. But
They're
they
quite
should be.
the opposite.
They should be.
It might be the opposite vibe to Eurovision.
Well, I can't do this at the Palestine march. Where's the march for?
I don't know if that was the number one issue. I don't think Elon Musk was zooming in to say your Eurovision
It was
entry is
a disgrace. This is how far this country has fallen. Right,
But
look, mum, no computer.
I do think there's a lot of links to Eurovision and our approach to it, where we're not taking these tournaments seriously because we have
get Paul McCartney out.
We have too high opinions of ourselves.
Well,
And then there will be what will happen similar to football. We'll finally take it seriously and we'll get beaten, and it will be a national embarrassment.
Yeah, that's why we need to get Paul McCartney out. We need to take it seriously, win it, and then go, fuck it, we'll let Look Mum, no
a medley
computer
with Harry Styles, Paul McCartney, Dua Lipa. Let's just
fuck off.
Yeah,
we're better than you because we need it now. We're in the toilet.
Yeah.
Imagine if we got Harry Styles, Paul McCartney, and Dua Lipa and Elton John out. Medley, 8 minutes, and then they all just left going fuck off.
Yeah, and we made fun of everyone saying you're never going to make it.
Stupid.
And Go back to being a dentist. One of them was an assistant for a dentist. It's like the San Marino football team. They've got other jobs.
Yeah, and then the Bulgarian woman was like ranga ranga ranga. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I thought that was quite offensive.
I thought it was incredibly offensive. Literally, the winning Eurovision is ranga ranga ranga. It's like the Crazy Frog. It was Indian or something. It's incredibly offensive. Anyway,
Israel came very close to winning. And
that would have been absolutely hilarious.
It was so close because I was watching on the night, and so many boos in the room. But they came second on the audience vote, swept up in the audience vote, which is interesting.
Well, if I may, I think it might be because there are people who really support Israel full stop. So they might not even be watching the show, but they want to support Israel in any case.
Just so you know, we did a podcast earlier today, the other podcast we do, and that was the point I made. And now he's just raised it as if it's his own.
Right, Charlie, I don't think you should get political, Charlie.
I am very political.
He just said what I said on another podcast. As if it's his own opinion.
Shameless. To the person whose opinion you took. If you're doing that, the person whose opinion you took can't be in the room. Yeah? You have to do that on your other podcast, although because he was in the room as well.
Yeah. So guys, in a smoking area of a pub.
Yeah. So, Uruguay, anyway, so this Jules Rimet guy, he's like, let's build a tournament that's professional, we'll actually pay the players, fuck off the IOC. And so we get to the first World Cup, which is held in Uruguay, and they'd won the Olympics tournaments in 1930.
So that's why Uruguay have 4 stars in their badge. Because of the
yes,
two
Olympics
and the 2 World Cups.
Which is like, well, all right.
Well, what's the rules then?
Well, we can all just ask me anything.
I got fucking. Should I put my Frosties 500 metre swimming badge on?
Yeah, well, they might as well be the swimming badges.
I put a star for my swimming badges.
Yeah, they might as well be fucking brownie cup badges. You know. Anyway, so 13 teams compete. Egypt were going to compete. They didn't. They missed their boat.
They missed the boat. Fair enough.
Not today. Now,
that's a big not today. Actually, that's
not today.
An iconic not today.
Not this month.
In history's great not todays. That must be
to miss the boat for the first World Cup.
We should do that. We should do a list of
history's greatest not todays. So now, Mexico and the United States.
Yeah.
Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Paraguay, Peru, Uruguay, obviously, Belgium, France, Romania, Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
Now, more European countries are invited, but they all say no.
Yeah.
Why is it in Uruguay? Where is that?
Fair enough.
They seem what even is that country?
Yeah.
And then it's also in the aftermath of the Great Depression. So Uruguay are offering to like pay for people's transport.
Yeah.
But still, people
because Uruguay is
like, no.
still a relatively new country. It's a tiny country as well. But I guess the fact they've won the 2 Olympics, that's like a huge sense of national pride.
Yes.
For them.
And it must be said that their playing style, the reason they were so good, supposedly, is that they weren't throwing a ball out of a window and beating everyone up. Okay. They were passing it.
It was revolutionary.
It was. They were passing it like sideways.
Yeah.
Incredible. So they had a massive rivalry with Argentina.
I mean, South American football rivalries, it does take another level, I think. And throughout this whole story, they have... It's never a laugh.
Which is funny when you consider that when we get into the 70s...
Because we've got a lot of rivalries. There's a lot of hooliganism. But also, and there's a lot of bad stuff that happens with British fans. But it's fundamentally having banter, doing coke and beers. But here, it's like they're chopping referees' heads off. They're calling all the other team goat fuckers.
Yeah. But also bear in mind that, like, European rivalries, when Germany played Holland in the 1974 World Cup final, I mean, Germany had occupied Holland 20 years previously, 30 years previously, had killed Holocaust of the war.
Holocaust, sorry, that's our Patreon.
That's our Patreon. They had not Holocaust be thy name. They'd holocausted them.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, oh yeah, it's a bit of a ding dong, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just a game, you know. Yeah. And these guys are assassinating defenders for scoring an own goal.
No one's laughing though, are they?
No.
It's intense.
Anyway, so Uruguay and Argentina hate each other, so they get to the final and they don't trust each other, so they have to. I think in the first half, Argentina play with their ball that they brought, like they're 3, and Uruguay play with their ball, and Uruguay end up winning.
I mean, the rival fans are chucking rocks at the players.
Yes,
so I think at one point, and the players are chucking them back.
There's a black player, and pretty much early on, they don't have the most enlightened opinions about black players to this day in Uruguay and Argentina. Sure. I would posit.
Yeah.
But back then in the 30s, they're throwing rocks at the black player. Then the black player pick up the stones and throws them back to the crowd. Yeah. Then also there's a guy called like the Maimed One. What's he called? El Manco, the maimed. He'd lost part of his right forearm in an accident with an electric saw, and despite the disability, he scores Uruguay's first ever World Cup goal.
Amazing, but do you agree we should sort of chalk these titles off? This is not a World Cup win.
No.
If one of your players
is
disabled, it's basically the Paralympics.
Yes, it is the Paralympics. Yeah. They win 4-2. And the first people to lift the Jules Rimet trophy, which is this 14-inch gold statuette of Nike, the Greek goddess of victory.
Nike?
Yeah. That's where that comes from.
That's where it comes from.
So that's the first World Cup, 1930. Uruguay win, but who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Now,
they do.
Yeah, they do. But come on.
A big deal.
Now things start to get really interesting, okay? Because this is the long road to Qatar. This is the long road to Gianni Infantino.
Yeah, this is long road to I am gay, I am retarded.
Yes,
he didn't say I'm retarded.
No, he didn't say that.
Sorry, but it was basically, today I am retarded.
I am retarded. Amazing. An Italian millionaire who had ginger hair once says that he feels like a disabled gay African. It's amazing. There's a heckle put down. It's pretty good.
What?
I think that's racist. Well, today I am African. Anyway, so the next World Cup is in 1934, otherwise known as Mussolini's World Cup.
And we haven't jumped into the hot bath of Mussolini.
It's a fucking hot bath, that. Yeah. Delicious bath.
We're saving it.
We will be doing Mussolini, but he's the first. He's the kombucha mother of fascism.
Yeah. And though he's a fascist leader, because he's got an Italian name, hard to take him seriously. He does sound like a type of pasta.
He does.
Mussolini.
Everyone does.
Yeah, tomato alla Mussolini.
Fish pasta.
Delicious.
Yeah. Mussolini, the fascist patient zero, the sourdough starter of fascism.
Which he needs to get. Put some respect on his name.
Yeah. People
forget because of how much the Italians fucked it. He'll forget that he was the first guy to ever do it. He didn't have anyone to look up to.
He ran so Hitler could walk.
He walked so Hitler could
run? Walked so Hitler could goose step.
Yeah.
Mussolini's the GOAT, the original, okay? Now, Mussolini, basically, I don't know how he gets the World Cup from FIFA. But when we're talking about FIFA as this corrupt
I don't think anyone really wants it at this time. No one knows what it is.
But he does.
Because he sees it. He's a visionary.
He is a visionary. He's like, I can see that hosting a tournament would put Italian fascism on the map.
Yeah.
And it would be a great proponent.
Today, I am fascist.
Today, I am fascist. Today, I am Nazi. So 34 World Cup, that had qualification for the first time. 32 nations are competing. There are no group stages. So it's just, you lose, fuck off.
Fuck off.
So like the US came all the way over by boat. Opening match against Italy, 7-1 loss, back home, fuck off, out the window, see you later. Now,
so we can't see any footage of this, right?
No.
This is too early. So we really don't know what sort of...
Well, Italy at this time are supposedly a very good team, but Mussolini doesn't want to let any chance of him not winning the World Cup go to waste. So he basically he rigs the entire tournament. Yeah. So he's got like he makes it. He thinks that full stadiums will show how good fascism is. So there's like 4 Foreign players are banned from the Serie A season, and then what he does is he takes South American players who are really good, and he basically renationalizes them. So they're called the Oriundi.
Because there's a lot of Italians in Argentina.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Messi's an Italian
but
Argentinian.
this is pre World War II, so this is fine.
Fine. So it's fine. Yeah, fine immigration.
It's fine. If you see an Argentinian with a German name, like who's that Argentinian footballer who's got a German like Rijkaard or something?
Yeah,
you're just like, right, okay. Well, what's your granddad? Anyway, they were managed by a guy called Vittorio Pozzo, who was a kind of supposedly like a early visionary managerial genius.
Yeah.
He basically was a fascist on the training pitch.
Well, this is what's weird. I've always found this weird about Italian football. Maybe it comes from this, is it doesn't make sense that Italian football culture, Italian football leagues are all about defence and unity and structure. Like the Italian footballer, they prioritise the defender above all else.
Yes.
If you think of Italians, you think of Chiellini, you think of
Catenaccio,
Cannavaro, Maldini. You think of, those are the great Italian players. But why you don't think of Italy as a defensive nation?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Why?
If you just eat Italian food for a week,
right,
you're blocked up. Nothing's coming out.
You're saying because of the pasta,
nothing's getting through there.
That's why they don't have pacey wingers.
Yeah, exactly. You got
it's fat mafiosos.
You got lasagna in your stomach. Nothing's getting through there.
I see.
Nothing's coming out. No, yes, you're right.
It's a weird clash though, because you would think it would be much more free flowing and sort of like loose and like emotional.
But it's shithousery. It's diving. It's not taking responsibility for anything.
Okay,
it is Italian. The Catenaccio, which is that's Arrigo Sacchi in the 80s.
Yeah.
He takes Cruyff's total football and makes it boring. And that's
but it doesn't feel like an Italian thing to do, to take a Dutch thing and make it boring. It's upside down. How are the Dutch total free-flowing football and the Italians are rigid, boring football?
I don't know. It makes sense
down
when you say it like that.
Yeah.
But the Italians will do anything to win.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Which is why they're obsessed with defence and strength and cheating.
Yeah.
Right? Because this is born in Mussolini's World Cup.
And I guess the Netherlands, there's a lot of weed. It's very it's free
By
love.
the 70s, Cruyff's, So Mussolini says that Jules Rimet's trophy is not big enough and commissions a Coppa del Duce, which is like 6 times the size, like life-size trophy. Can you get a photo of it up, Charlie?
I mean, it's the links to modern day though. It's just that nothing's changed.
No,
Trump getting a massive fucking peace award from FIFA.
Yeah.
It's the exact same shit.
It was always this corrupt, guys. The World Cup was always in the sewer,
awesome.
right? I mean, it's a nice trophy.
Yeah.
It was 6 times taller than the Jules Rimet trophy.
Yeah.
Now, one of the great teams of the era somehow are Austrian. The Austrian Wunder team of the 30s, they were kind of... There was this
was it coming off the back of the Viennese coffee house liberal...
What I was saying was that so Austria, at this point, this is 3 years pre-Anschluss, 4 years pre-Anschluss.
Right.
It's a difficult time for Austria. Okay?
Who are we?
Who are we? Are we just German?
Yes.
Yes, you are. As we've always said, we are pro-Anschluss as a pod. The Anschluss was the greatest thing the Nazis ever did.
Yeah, we both agreed that if Hitler stopped the Anschluss,
Perfect film. What a great guy.
Surely he would be remembered relatively well.
One of the finest politicians that's ever lived. He did what he came...
It was the later stuff, experiments.
Hitler's early stuff was fine, okay? When he started fucking kidaying it on the Eastern Front, all right?
Bit weird for me, bit too rich for my blood.
Whatever happened to just guitars, man? And melody, yeah? The melody of Kristallnacht. Anyway, Austria obviously had the Vietnamese. The
melody of Kristallnacht. No, we're talking about the Anschluss. Don't bring up... you snuck that in there.
Yeah. That's what I mean, is that you can't distance yourself when you don't fucking pick up.
Oh, the golden days of Kristallnacht.
Yeah. Anyway, that's Pablo Honey.
Yeah.
Anyway, Austria had obviously had the Vietnamese Mozart opera, all that, being the high point of culture, and then it was all kind of gone into the gutter. So the one thing they had at this time was this amazing football team. And again, it's the 30s, so how good at football are they?
They're wearing scaffolding boots, probably.
Yeah.
They're wearing a full 3-piece suit.
Exactly. Well, the referees are generally wearing 3-piece suits. Hugo Meisel is the architect. He's the kind of Austrian Guardiola.
We look like 2 players up front This is what they're wearing.
This is the starting strike force.
This is the football boots.
Yeah. Him Fußballer, the player with a brain. So he was the visionary coach who created the Wunder team.
Yeah.
They were unbeaten between 31 and 32. How many games did they play? Don't know. So there's a guy up front called Matthias Sindelar, who was like the Austrian Ronaldo of the 30s. I'm listening. The paper thin man, right? He was had a slight build, and he was an incredible goal scorer supposedly. But they probably peaked just before the World Cup.
And the team is credited as being the first national team to play total football. So I guess that is also coming from it's the liberalism of Vienna, right? That's what's feeding into it.
Well, it's also, I guess, Austria's a Catholic country. It aspires to beauty in a way Germany, the Protestants don't.
Right.
But also, this total football in the 30s is just passing it sideways.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That, like, if we're in the stands
but
in the 30s...
still someone has to think of that.
No, I know.
Someone needs to be off their head on drugs.
Calling it total football,
you need to be off your head on drugs to come up with that.
What are you doing? Get rid of it. Hoof it up there. Are you gay?
Yeah.
Why are you passing it backwards?
Because it's easy to see that as simple now, but at the time...
Yeah.
You had to have an almost ayahuasca trip to see that you could pass it.
Whoa, hang on. You can go another way apart from... there's other directions on the pitch.
Yeah.
No, but I would say calling it total football cheapens total football, which is... I love original total football.
Yeah.
I mean, the Swedish right back at the first Cruyff turn is one of the greatest photos in history.
What? Because he's never...
He's still facing the way Cruyff was.
Full body cast afterwards.
Yeah, genuinely. Cruyff turns him.
Douglas Alec Hume.
Yeah.
Alec Douglas Hume. Which way is around, is it?
Alec Douglas Hume.
Yeah.
Look, he's like a computer player.
Yeah.
Like it's like a video game where the guy just sort of runs into the...
Cheating.
Anyway.
That's cheating.
So, now, Austria... the Wunder team, they don't do very well in 34. I think they get to third place playoff. We should talk about the actual tournament itself because Mussolini, there's like a referee who's Swiss, I think. I can't remember what he's called. He basically, at one point in all the Italy games, there's a Swedish referee called Ivan Eklund. Does he have dinner with Mussolini the night before the final? And then in the game, in the game, he intercepts a pass from the opposition that were through on goal and just passed it to one of the Italians. I mean, it's awesome.
But it's that 12th man.
Yes,
it's the tactics. It's like
literally a 12th man.
I mean, Guardiola does that thing where he tries to have an overload, right?
Yes,
so it makes you feel like you're always playing with an extra player.
Who's using the referee, though?
Yeah, this is another... I think it was... Mourinho might even said eventually the goalkeeper will be an outfield player.
Yeah.
Like just have that extra overload.
Eventually the referee.
Use the ref.
Take the ref out to dinner the night before.
Yeah. It means you can overload the box.
Yeah.
You send the goalkeeper up, send the referee up.
If I can get the referee up there, the corner. Activate the referee. So, yeah, Ivan Eklund, he not only did he...
I guess this is so before VAR.
Yeah, I mean,
this is like...
We should place this, actually.
You're all standing in the stands, and it's normally Olympic stadium, so you're so far from the pitch.
Yeah.
You can't see anything, nor can anyone.
No one has glasses. I mean, no one can see anything. Yeah. So, anyway...
You get away with fucking anything.
So when Italy beat Austria in the semis, Eklund allowed a highly controversial goal where the Italian forward bundled the Austrian goalkeeper into the back of the net while ruling out multiple Austrian attacks for offside.
Right.
So he had like ghost offsides. He was like, yeah, that's offside.
Yeah, why not?
There was
Did they even have a linesman at this point? Or
one of the goals had been like a Maradona-esque solo goal, and the referee ruled it offside. There'd been no passing. He went, that's offside. Pretty awesome.
I kind of rate him.
Anyway,
shout out Eklund, friend of the pod.
So,
a referee playing for the other team, you got to respect that.
Yeah,
that's legendary behaviour.
So Italy eventually win the World Cup. Partly, I think they were quite a good team, but also Mussolini just rigged it. Yeah. So anyway,
who knows? Once again, we need to strike all these World Cups.
Yeah, this is
a load of bollocks.
The first World Cup that really someone won was '66.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. We'll get to that next episode. Anyway, so they win. Mussolini hands over the World Cup and the Coppa del Duce, the massive World Cup that he got made. It was bigger.
It's sort of trophy enlarger. It's like a trophy pump.
He asked the players what they wanted as a reward for winning, and one of them said that he desired nothing more than a signed photograph. So they all give him that.
Yeah.
Some of the referees were basically then banned from ever refereeing again because they obviously taken bribes.
What, by Mussolini?
No, by FIFA.
Okay.
But again, FIFA is basically totally in the pocket of Mussolini.
Yeah, of course.
So it's the first time a tournament's been taken by a country and gone, well, we're just going to use this.
FIFA has not gone downhill. It's never ever been anything but completely corrupt.
No.
Sepp Blatter is the least corrupt leader of FIFA.
But Infantino is finally just saying it.
What? But
I am gay. I am migrant worker. Fuck off. I don't care.
Yeah.
Anyway, so weeks after the 1934 World Cup, the Austrian Chancellor is assassinated by the Nazis, which starts the Anschluss. I did not know that he was assassinated by the Nazis.
I thought it was pretty joyous.
No, I still think the Anschluss is fine.
I'm sure there's no nuance there.
No, I think he needed to go.
Yeah.
He needed to make way for the Anschluss to happen.
It's what the people wanted.
Yeah, whatever it takes for Anschluss.
Yeah.
That's my political principles.
It's a weird T-shirt that you wear. It's quite confusing.
Yeah, the pro-Palestine rally, they really didn't know what to make of that. So 2 years later...
Unite the kingdoms of Austria
and Germany. I'm just there with a half and half Austria-Germany flag. Why have you all got Union Jacks?
Yeah.
So 2 years later, Germany hosts the Olympics, the Berlin Olympics, probably my favourite Olympics.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Because there's more going on.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
it's an iconic one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Now, they let football back into the Olympics in 1936. And then they decide... When do they decide where it's going to go? Oh, just before the Olympics, they decide that it's going to go to France for 1938, which is a snub to the Nazis. Now, it must be said, the Nazis were always trying to get FIFA. They wanted to be in control of FIFA.
Right.
Because it was just like a Swiss thing. What have you found, Charlie?
I was just seeing if Hitler was any good at Keepy Uppies.
No historical record of Hitler ever playing football or attempting Keepy Uppies.
So we don't know.
Maybe that's why he did the stuff he did.
Yes.
Because he was picked last for the football team. You know, that can often lead to a lot of people wanting to prove themselves in later life. Mm-hmm. You know, when you're picked last, maybe that was it. Maybe his lack of skills. If he was better at football, maybe.
Were you good at football as a kid?
I was good, yeah. I naturally bad, but I played a lot to the point where I'm good.
Right.
But not due to any sort of natural
inherent skill. Whereas I was like a super sub, obviously, high impact sub,
heavy impact.
Exactly. Well, yeah, because so
you're like a JVC.
That photo of me with Emma Watson. Yeah. Imagine me that size coming on at the 60-minute mark on the left wing wearing Adidas Cream Predators.
You were a cream predator.
Because I am to this day a cream predator. A cream bun predator. Yeah, I'm a cream bun predator.
You don't want to be a bowl of cream around this predator.
No.
You're not safe.
No. I was a cream bun predator wearing cream predators on the left wing. But I was also right-footed. I was like a fat Joe Cole, right? And so I'd come on the last 20 minutes of the game. I'd cause havoc.
Sloppy Joe's Cole.
Sloppy Joe Cole. Right? They had no idea what to do with me. Yeah. I was a complete wild card. I was like a rhino charging down there. I had about 3 or 4 charges before I was too tired.
So that's being incredibly tactically used.
Yes. With the right coach, I was devastating. If you were starting me, I would have to come off before half time. Okay? I was an impact sub. I was like a fat Solskjaer. Okay? I was like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer of pickles.
Bowley.
Right. Anyway.
Ole Gunny coleslaw.
Ole Gunny coleslaw, yeah. But I was a super sub, right? Anyway, so I scored a free kick as well, my Cream Predators.
Yeah.
That's a really, really fat guy. My point is I had inherent skill.
Right.
I was hamstrung by the size of my hamstrings. Right. Yes, but Hitler wanted the FIFA because they wanted to glorify the Nazi regime, same way he wants to build the Olympics, right? So we'll get into it actually just after 38 World Cup, but there's an amazing counterfactual about what happens if Hitler took FIFA.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll get into that.
What is that?
Well, it's a World Cup which is played along racial lines.
Sure. Amazing counterfactual.
Well, it's quite funny.
Wait, the white team versus the...
Well, yeah.
Oh, the teams are racial?
Yeah. So it's not the World Cup in terms of nations.
Right.
It's the World Cup of races. It's the race cup.
I mean, you'd throw it on if no one else was.
I'd watch it.
Yeah.
I'd watch it. I'd bet on it. It's harmless. Well, it's not harmless.
It's not harmless. It's very harmful.
It's pretty harmful. It's pretty toxic stuff. Now, so yeah, the 38 World Cup was in the shadow of the Anschluss. So Austria had this great team, and then what was that? Was that your? Okay.
That sounded like a cat.
That sounded like a fart.
No, it sounded meow. I heard a cat.
It's a female researcher.
Meow.
Meow. She just meowed at the back of the room. I said Austria had a great team, and she meowed. Meow. Christ. Do you want a can of tuna or something?
Meow.
Anyway, sorry about that. Austria had a great team, and but then they were made as one. They were made into Germany. So they had to. Suddenly there was they were no longer Austrian. They were Germany. Had they ever been Austrian is another question. And then they had to cancel the World Cup enrolment. The Austrian Football Federation was dissolved. Overnight.
I'd love to dissolve something.
Well, that's like Gaddafi campaigning for Switzerland to be dissolved.
Right, just dissolve.
Awesome.
It.
Absolutely awesome.
Let's just dissolve that.
My son's beaten up a Swiss bellboy.
Let's dissolve.
I go to the UN, abolish Switzerland.
Yep.
Abolish it. Has there ever been a father that's done more for their son? I aspire to be the Colonel Gaddafi when I'm a parent. Anyway, so he dissolves the Football Federation. Austrian footballers now have to play for Germany. So they come up with this quota system where like a certain amount of Austrians have to play in the German team. But it completely handicaps how good the Austrians were. And then what's he called? Sindelar, the Austrian striker. He's there's a friendly between Austria and Germany, right? This may be after the World Cup. I can't remember. There's a friendly. The Austrians were sort of told not to like score to embarrass the Nazi hierarchy because Hitler's in the box, right? Sindelar scores, and then he runs over and he does like a Adebayor running the length of the pitch.
Yeah.
He does that to Hitler. And is like, 6 months later, he's just found dead in his.
You can't be doing that to Hitler, though.
Don't do that to Hitler.
Don't be like,
yeah, you can't do that, right? So him and his girlfriend, they die. They just found dead one morning, and then it was carbon monoxide poisoning, but the Nazis destroyed all the records. So everyone's like,
well, maybe it was. I trust them.
I mean, yeah, but to be fair, how many people the Nazis killed with carbon monoxide poisoning? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could frame
what
the whole Holocaust as carbon monoxide poisoning.
So yeah,
you could.
You could.
Anyway, the 38 World Cup is kind of operating in the shadow of the coming war in Europe. Italy win again because Mussolini says the motto for the World Cup is win or die.
Yeah.
They win. And then they beat Hungary.
Yeah.
Were they good at that point? Hungary were good at some point.
Hungary, fucking what's his name? Puskás.
Yeah, that's the 50s though.
Yeah.
Hungary's keeper quipped, I may have let in 4 goals, but at least I saved the other team's lives. The Italian players were again asked what they would like for winning the World Cup. They asked for lifetime rail passes.
Does it work then? Win or die? Seems
Clearly.
to.
Yeah.
Southgate could have done
Well, I
something
suppose
like that.
Mussolini's the opposite of Southgate, isn't he?
Southgate's trying to win through friendship.
Yeah.
But we always fall short.
Southgate's going on the fucking Jake Humphrey podcast about mental health.
Yeah, it's like it's a game of inches.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you get more than an inch. You're saying if you don't do it, I'll kill you and your family.
Now, what becomes very interesting is when World War II breaks out, Hitler obviously conquers Paris, June 1940. They want FIFA, right? But FIFA are like hiding out in Switzerland, which are neutral. So they registered their office in Switzerland.
And it's still there, right?
It's still there. And obviously that's kind of like corruption ground zero.
Sure.
But that is part of the reason that my point is here, their corruption kind of saves them.
Right.
Because Hitler's trying to get FIFA. The Nazis want to be in control of FIFA. They're looking for it. If they had got control of FIFA, when in 1945 the Americans destroy the country, then FIFA would have just been eradicated as a Nazi institution and there would be no World Cup. So it's quite interesting.
Yeah, it's true, actually. It would have been tainted.
So there's a guy called Dr. Ivo Schricker who I think...
Sounds like a good guy.
Yes, Dr. Ivo Schricker is Rime's second in command at FIFA. He hides the World Cup Is it him or is it someone else? Someone else has the World Cup. The World Cup trophy is in Italy because they're the reigning champions. He hides it in a shoebox under his bed. Ottorino Barassi hides it under his bed, and then the Nazis are looking for the trophy because at this point they're selling off the entirety of Europe.
Right.
Goering's looking for it.
Yeah,
he hides it under a shoebox, and then it gets taken to Switzerland after the war. He smuggles the trophy out of the bank where it's being kept, took it home, hid it in a shoebox under his bed until 1950 when he was able to hand it over to the Brazilian Federation. So if the Nazis had taken control of FIFA, they had plans for a World Cup, an Axis World Cup in 1942.
Like Japan versus Germany, Italy.
Yeah. I guess the Axis World Cup is the opposite of the Paralympics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is in disabled people have been sent to camps?
Well, yeah, you could put it like that. I just mean in terms of like...
not training camps.
No, they're not training camps. It's like it's the Aryan World Cup.
Yeah.
So they would say it's the opposite of the Paralympics.
Interesting. Modern Nazis, sorry to go off topic, but it's on the Nazis, so it's still on topic. Their view of disabilities is like something that needs to be eradicated, right? What would they view with the new current mental health world of ADHD, depression, anxiety?
There wouldn't be many people knocking about.
Exactly. I don't know at what point, there's that thing that like vegans say, where do you draw the line?
Yes, bees.
At what point horses, dogs, it's basically that with disabilities.
If Nazis were in power, there'd be none of these fucking rainbow lanyards.
You'd
be like, I'm fine, actually.
I'm brilliant.
I see things clearly. Yep, I can focus 100%.
Let's just get rid of the ADHD. Everyone with ADHD, let's get rid of it. It's genetic.
Personally, I'd like a society where everyone who is... There's that middle band of disabilities, ADHD, autism, they're gone. So you're either normal or...
Because it's much simpler.
Fucked.
Because you can tell someone who's fucked.
Yeah. It's binary.
Right. So, because it'd be less... It's the blurred lines.
I can't handle blurred lines.
It's mullet in between the lines.
I can't handle that. 442. All right? Normal, fucked.
Yeah.
Easy. Can you park there? Yes.
Clearly.
Can I park there? No.
Clearly.
Yeah. No lanyards.
Yeah.
Anyway, a world without lanyards.
You wouldn't need a lanyard.
A world without lanyards. The Finn Taylor story.
Yeah.
Please vote for me. So the World Cup is essentially saved by this guy Barasini and Schricker and Rimme because if the Nazis had found it, it would have been destroyed. The FIFA would have been destroyed, and so it can restart after the war. Is the next one in Brazil? It can restart after the war in Brazil. Which is where we will leave this part. And in our next episode, we will deal with the rise of Pele, with the 1966 tournament, the purest World Cup there ever was.
The birth of televised World Cups being like a big thing.
Yes.
And like, it's kind of, now the players are coming into people we actually know. It's now just starting to come into the kind of actual
We'll be joined
World
by
Cups.
the Upshot, who other scholars who do research, then call people paedophiles anyway.
Yeah.
If you're a patron, you get all 4 parts of this series at once. And we are bonus. What are our bonuses? We're talking about hooliganism. We will be commenting live on the biggest game, big game, the big match, the grudge match of Switzerland versus Bosnia and Herzegovina. Okay, we will be commentating on it live.
So I guess they can mute the TV,
and then put us on.
Right,
and
hopefully we won't be out of sync.
Yes. That I can tell you now that game will be 0-0, so we'll have to come up with a lot of stuff to talk about. But we could get onto Bosnian history, as I've long wanted to. Anyway, that's on the Patreon. We'll be doing that this fortnight. We'll be joined by the Upshot next episode, and we'll see you for Pele and Bobby Moore at all next part. From all of us here, goodbye.